Hi, I'm Steve Green. Ultralight trail hygiene is pretty simple, and the necessary gear can be very light. We enjoy the freedom of the outdoors and learn to be comfortable with a certain amount of trail grime, but a reasonable amount of personal hygiene will help you enjoy yourself even more.
Here's the most important information first. Most of the stomach problems hikers have are not caused by giardia, but by not cleaning their hands after defecating or not cleaning their cookware properly. If you take care of these two potential problems, you'll increase your odds of a happier hike. When you need to urinate in the woods, go at least 200 feet from the trail and water sources. To defecate, also go over 200 feet from the trail and water, and dig a hole about 6 to 8 inches deep with a stick. You don't need to carry a hand trowel. It's extra weight and could become unsanitary. If you use toilet paper instead of natural materials, make sure you use white, unscented paper. It's more biodegradable. When you're finished, place the paper in the hole too. Cover with soil, and if possible, place a rock or bark over the area to discourage animals from digging. Wash your hands with just a few drops of biodegradable soap. There are several popular brands that can be used for hands, face, body, hair, clothing, dishes, or anything washable. You can transfer some of the soap into a 1/4 or 1/2 ounce container and have plenty, even if you're hiking long distances between resupply points. Some hikers also like to use antibacterial hand sanitizer. If you use wet wipes and it's legal to build a fire, you can burn the wipes thoroughly in a hot fire. If you can't have a fire or don't want one, you'll have to carry out the wet wipes. In some fragile and high-use areas, you may have to carry out your excrement. Be prepared with a lightweight double bag system. When you need to clean your body, fill a water bottle and take it far from streams and lakes. This keeps your body dirt, oils, sunscreen, and insect repellent from contaminating water sources. With a small amount of water, you can do a great deal of cleaning. Put a little water on your towel, wipe the dirt from your body, rinse the towel, and repeat until you're done. This is a very helpful technique when dry camping and water sources are far apart. You can use a very small camper's towel. I use one small towel for bathing and one for kitchen use. You can add a drop or two of soap from a 1/4 ounce container if you have enough water to rinse. Cleaning your feet helps avoid blisters and athlete's foot infection. It's nice to clean your feet at the end of the day and wear the next day's clean socks to bed. Brushing your teeth when you're camping can be ultralight and easy. To save a little weight, you can cut your toothbrush down a little in size. To drive your hiking partners crazy and have a little fun, you can drill holes in the handle and act like it's a huge weight savings. You can use these small, sample-sized toothpaste tubes, or instead of toothpaste, consider using tooth powder. It's lighter and more environmentally friendly. Tooth powder is still available in more stores than you might imagine. If you Google tooth powder, you'll find recipes to make your own. They can be as simple as 3 parts baking soda and 1 part salt. Any powder can clog the sealing portion of Ziploc bags, so keep your tooth powder in the smallest, lightest plastic container you can find, like this one. Some hikers brush without toothpaste, citing studies that say brushing your teeth is important, but toothpaste isn't. Remember, you need to use clean water to brush your teeth and clean water to rinse your toothbrush. If you rinse your toothbrush in water that's contaminated with giardia, it's still contaminated when it's dry. It's a good practice to rinse your toothbrush in very hot water when you get home. It helps to maintain good oral care by flossing your teeth when you're backpacking. You can keep the floss ultralight by taking enough individual pieces for your hike and keeping them in a very small Ziploc bag. The floss can also serve as backup string for repairs. Cleaning your cookware is important when you're backpacking. Always wash your dishes far from water sources. Just as you use very little soap when bathing, you should use very little when washing your cooking gear. If you leave too much soap residue on your dishes, it can lead to diarrhea. You can reduce your cooking gear weight and cleaning time by using only one kettle for cooking and cleaning. Cleaning your kettle is easier if you scrape as much food as possible from the kettle as you finish eating. Many meals leave a thin layer of grease on your cookware. Rather than using a lot of water to remove the food and grease, it's usually easier to use natural materials such as leaves, needles, or sand to clean your kettle. When it's nearly clean, you might want to finish with 1 or 2 squares of toilet paper. Of course, the toilet paper should be burned or carried out with your trash. Save weight by leaving the scouring pad at home. They get dirty quickly and hold bacteria. Boiling the water for your next meal will disinfect the kettle. If you have cold cereals such as granola for breakfast, it's best to eat right from the bag so you're never using a potentially dirty kettle. Of course, when you get home, you should clean your cooking gear. That's a good time to remember to clean or replace your water bottle too. Cleaning your clothing, especially your socks, is important on long hikes. When the weather is warm, you can put on the rain gear and clean your shorts, pants, and shirts. Long-distance hikers should experiment with their clothing before they hike to see which gear dries more quickly. If you like several types of socks about the same, you might as well use the ones that dry fastest while hanging on the back of your pack.
Most hygiene in the outdoors is common sense. Concentrate on keeping your hands and dishes clean. You can have good trail hygiene while backpacking ultralight. See over 30 more videos and a free ultralight backpacking book at hikelight.com.